Hello, everyone. How are you doing today, wherever you are in the world? Oh, man. So here we are for Thursday, 15th of May, 2025, with analysis. We'll have a look at crypto and gold and the major currency pairs and the DXY, the US dollar index. We'll have a look at everything. It's been a wild day, crazy day. I hope you had successful trades today. If you were trading in the Asian market or the London market, now we're in the US session. And Wall Street opened about 30 minutes ago. And we'll go over here and start looking at our charts. First, let's look at the fear and greed index. I showed you this yesterday. Oh, I hit the wrong button there. Hang on, just give me a minute. And I should back there. Yeah, there we go. Fear and greed index. And it's the same as it was yesterday. Okay, it was 71, 72. And all this tells us, as you know, is that the market sentiment is more optimistic than it has been for the last couple of months. And so that means less likely to go for safe haven assets, such as gold. Okay. That's kind of all that means, really. Just give you a general idea of what the market sentiment is. And now let's jump over and look at what everybody wants to see, and that's the charts. That's the charts. And now we start off with the DXY, the dollar index. And if you remember yesterday, when I was looking at this, I said, yeah, the dollar continuing its decline, and it's got down to right on 100, and then it tried to make a recovery during the London session, the U.S. session, but then it's fallen down today, kind of just sideways, pretty much where it was during the market yesterday. Not really doing too much. We might see some more decline in the coming weeks. I expect that we will, as the dollar continues to lose its shine, and we'll just see how that plays out. And of course, that affects gold, the weaker dollar, and it also affects our major currency pairs, which we're going to start looking at right now. But first, let's look at the major pairs before we look at gold. I know everybody wants to look at gold, and we will get to that. It's been a great day with gold. It's been an amazing day with gold. But here we are with the Euro US first. Not too much to report. It made a big move up yesterday. Then in the US session fell down. Now it's come up during the day, and kind of a bit of a sandwich here. Not much change from yesterday. The odd US has declined yesterday and today. And the New Zealand US, which trades very similar to the odd US, has also declined yesterday and today. And then the pound US had a decline yesterday, but then it's kind of up and down roller coaster. This is the 1 hour chart we're looking at here. So every hour, 1 hour up, 1 hour down, 1 hour up, 1 hour down, 1 hour up. A real roller coaster for the pound US. Then the USD CAD, pretty good move up then yesterday in the US session, and then has come sideways, but now starting to make a little bit of a climb now. And then the USD JPY, excuse me, continuing to decline. Okay, as I have said many times, you can almost always short or sell the USD JPY and generally make profit from any kind of a short trade on that. Sometimes it will make a bit of a recovery like it did yesterday, but then has declined all day today and now is starting to continue its downward movement. And then, of course, we look at Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin doing? This is the hourly chart that we're looking at here. And it's dropped down a little bit today, got up to 103,900 today with the Asian market opening, then dropped down to 101,000. So at least we see it's staying above 100,000. That's the main thing. We're kind of in a sandwich here for the last couple of weeks. You see they're just mostly sideways between that 100,000 and 105,000. But very likely it looks like we're setting a new structure here, a new baseline, you could call it, and going to be heading for higher prices in the very near future, I expect. Maybe perhaps even setting a new high above 110,000, 120,000. Yeah, Bitcoin, let's go. I don't trade Bitcoin, but I do buy on a regular basis. But if you trade it, it's very volatile. You know that. It made a big drop today from 103 down to 101, so dropped $2,000 just today, but it might likely climb up back up during the day. So let's look at the one everybody wants to look at, and that is gold. And we're looking here on the 1 hour chart. And what has gold been doing? My goodness, what a crazy day it's been. This was yesterday when it dropped down really hard, down to our first support level. These are the support and resistance levels I showed you yesterday. And yesterday during the US session, it came down to our support level there at 31.71, and then bounced off of that, went up a little bit, and then early today touched our first resistance level, which was 31.83. And then everything just broke loose. Everything broke loose. When the Asian Pacific market opened, they just started selling gold like crazy, and it dropped $70 in 5 hours. That's 700 pips in 5 hours. So this is the support level I showed you yesterday, and it came down to the support from yesterday, 31.71, broke right through that with the second hour of the Asian market, then came down and touched the next support level, which was 31.53. And then the third hour during the Asian session just crashed below that and kept going. And it looked like it was going to go to our next level, which was 31.12. But it didn't quite get there before making a turnaround. It got down to 31.20. And that was the low of the day. And we won't see that again today, I'm sure. Because you see, you've got this V shape here, and now gold has been heading up for the rest of the day. Europe and London pushing the price up, and now even the US session, it's moving back up again. Let me just go over to the 15-minute chart and get a little bit better idea of what the actual price action is. And here we are. This is right about when Jerome Powell started speaking, about 30 minutes ago. And I think he kind of surprised me with, I don't know if you listened to what he was talking about, but he is standing strong on his policy. Now, I think because inflation was improved last week from the news that came out, and a little bit lower than expected, probably some people, and certainly Trumpty Dumpty, would be expecting Jerome Powell to be lowering the interest rates, but he's not. He's very steadfast in his policy, and in fact, he's hinting that we could be seeing longer-term high interest rates. Yeah. So what do we see with gold? Gold is going up, and it got up to, it's now at 31.98. It hit 31.99 about this is the 15-minute chart. About an hour ago, it hit 31.99. And, 3,200, as we all know, that's a strong psychological support resistance zone. And the market doesn't really want to break above that, 3,200, because if we break above 3,200, then we have another resistance level to head for. And, once we break above that, then that becomes support. And then our next resistance would be 3,222. I can't see that. 3,222. That would be our next resistance level. And it looks like we're going to head up that direction. Been getting some up and down while Jerome Powell has been speaking. But it looks like the market has decided and realized what he's talking about, and that he's going to stick with his policy and not lower the interest rates. And that's good for gold. Although the market has been optimistic and thinks that the outlook for the economy is good, that could change easily. So anyway, what do we do with gold? Okay. Well, I can tell you, I really doubt seriously that gold is going to drop down like it did today, and it's already moved right back up another. Came up from 31.20, and it's up now at 32. It now moved up, dropped down 700 pips today, and now in the same day has moved back 800 pips. So we've actually gained 100 pips or $10 since the opening this morning. So is gold bullish or is it bearish? Well, gold is bearish officially on the technical charts, on the day chart and the 4-hour chart. But, really, I prefer swing trading. And here we go. Now it is 3201. There we go. 3201. Okay, look out. Oh, we're on the 3204. It's funny because this morning it was in the Asian session, it was goodbye 3,200. And now in the US session, it's hello 3,200. Oh my goodness. These are crazy days. I prefer swing trading where I can hold a trade for several days, but that's just not possible. Let me reset my chart. That's just not possible. If you went short yesterday and you held that for a day and a half, you would have had a very good trade, excellent profit. But you can't hold these trades for several days. That's just not the way the market is moving. The market changes and we have to be able to adapt to the changes. So if you did a good sell trade or you went short early in the Asian session, that's great. And you got out before the London session, well, congratulations. I hope you capitalized on that. And then in the London session, if you started to buy, you're in good shape now because we're already at 3205, 3,205. It's bye-bye 3,200. And now we're heading for higher prices, 3,222. We're halfway to the next resistance level. And, when you make a trade, always ask yourself, where is it going? Well, these are just previous price points where it has been before. And that's where it's going now. It's going back there. Everything does is go from one level to the next level to the next level. So our next level is 3,222. And I'm quite sure, very confident, there's no guarantees, of course, but I'm quite confident that gold is going to get up to 3,222 during the U.S. session. It looks like Jerome Powell has finished